hello there folks, and welcome back to the Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. If you're a returning subscriber, then it's great to see you again, and thank you very much and welcome back. If you've so happened to pop in for the first time and whiskey's your thing, then you've landed on the right channel. You may want to just click that subscribe button down below, guys. Just a friendly reminder from me to thee, it doesn't cost you anything and it's completely free, and you're helping the channel on its way to the magical 3K. Well, today folks, I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm going to be comparing two fantastic bourbons. I'm going to compare the Wild Turkey Rare Breed, and I've been very fortunate to be sent a sample from the Jason at the Mash and Drum, which is the Old Forester 1920 Prohibition. I've had this for quite a while, so thank you very much for this, Jason, and it's given me the perfect opportunity to try this sample. So I'm going to compare these. The reason I thought I'd compare these two is they're very close on proof. You've got 116.8 in the Rare Breed and 115 proof on the Old Forester, so I thought it'd be a pretty good match-up. So let's find out. So first one up is the Rare Breed. I managed to purchase myself a bottle of this. This is coming in at 58.4 by volume, 116.8 proof, so it's a bit of a whopper. That's the Rare Breed barrel proof. Today I've got it in my trusty glass with my trusty brand new Whiskey Friend coin. This is coin number 3. Been looking after this one today, but I'll talk a wee bit more about this later. So yeah, coin number 3 there. And just so as I don't mix these ones up, I managed to try this Old Forester in the Jason at the Mash and Drum whiskey glass, and that today is covered up by trusty coin, brand new coin number 2. So that's, I thought I'd put it in this glass so as I wouldn't mix them up. And let me just set that on nice. These have been sitting for a wee while opening up. Yeah, so I've had this sample quite a while, so I'm going to nose it, taste it, give you an idea which one I prefer. I know it's going to be a tough one, it's a tough job and somebody's got to do it. So let's crack on with this first one. So let's do the Rare Breed Wild Turkey. Wow. So on the nose of this one, straight up front, it's super sweet. It's corn sweetness, big honey sweetness. Yeah, lots and lots of honey. But at the same time, it smells creamy, big creamy vanilla. So it's all quite sweet. Creamy vanilla sweetness. But there's a lovely rye kick through this. There's some rye spice in there. Some nice cinnamon. It's a little bit hot on the nose. We'd expect that at 116.8 proof. But at the same time, there's a really nice, as you get into it, there's a really nice fruity, nice cherry note. I tend to get a lot of cherry in bourbon. Real nice on the nose, that one. So let's check out the other one. Let's see how we're getting on with the Old Forester. Love the glass. Hey, look at that. Wow. You get me some of them. But yeah, no, this is a little bit fruitier. This is a bit like a more typical bourbon, I think, if there's such a thing as a typical bourbon. Please forgive me if that doesn't sound right. But it's much more caramel, brown sugar. Again, there's a big cherry note in this one as well. Some black pepper, bit of spice again. But it's fruity and sweet on this one. And I'm getting a little bit of citrus now, maybe some nice orange citrus. This smells a little bit more rounded, a little bit more elegant, a little bit more friendly. So it's more rounded and it's a bit more fruity than the Rare Breed. But wow, okay. So both on the noses, really nice nose. Which one would I prefer on the nose? I think I like the fruitiness of the Old Forester. I love the intensity of the Rare Breed, and it just smells a little bit different on the nose. I think if I was choosing on nose, I think the nose would probably just go to the Old Forester. But as we know, guys, it's not all about the nose. Let's see how it is on the palate. So let's kick in with the Rare Breed. Wow. Okay, let's get a sip of this. Slange. Oh wow. That's intense on the arrival. Powerful. A little bit aggressive. Big heat. But at the same time, wonderful arrival. Powerful arrival. Aggressive arrival. Intense arrival. Mouth coating. It's all over the mouth. I think the mash bill of this one, I think it's, if I remember offhand, it's 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley. And I think, I do believe it's done in number 4 char. I think that's the alligator char. I think it's heavily toasted till it looks like it maybe an alligator skin. But yeah, wow. That's just developing now. As it's developing, in fact, let me have another little sip of this. See if it gets any better on the second sip. It's everywhere. Yeah. Wow. It's getting spicier and spicier. Love the rye note that's in this, the rye spice. Some lovely cinnamon. But it it mirrors the nose in such a way that it's lots of honey, lots of vanilla, lots of sweetness, that beautiful corn sweetness. The cherries there on the palate as well. It's a little bit fruity. But yeah, it's got that wonderful, wonderful wild turkey. It's like I'm a big fan of the 101. This is 101 all over it, but the difference with this one is the volume is just turned up full blast. So it's a big, aggressive wild turkey 101. But if you're a big fan of the wild turkey 101, you're going to love this one. Beautiful barrel proof whiskey. Really nice balance between everything. It's, as you have that second sip, let me try and take a third one. Honey, cherry, vanilla. So powerful, so sweet. Wow. For a really powerful whiskey, it gets in everywhere. The spices there now again. Just going into the finish, it's a spicier finish. Got spicy finish. Cinnamon. Maybe some nutmeg. But it's just a powerhouse whiskey. I think I picked this up for £48 in the UK. I think I paid just over 50 with shipping, which I think is an absolute bargain. I think in the States it falls into the kind of $40 to $60 bracket. Let's crack on with the Prohibition. Let's see how this goes. Okay, that's different. Intense. They're both intense. That one is a little bit dry. First, straight off the bat, it dries up the tongue, dries up the palate. It's beautifully oily. It's thick. It's mouth coating. But it's got that oaky dryness up front, which, as it's developing, it's becoming much more mouth-watering. It's got that kind of, it's like a pastry note, like a pie or a tart. It's got that in there. It's a bit doughy. But then the cherry comes in. It's getting juicy now, so it's like a hot, maybe an hot cherry pie, juicy cherry pie, but it's hot and juicy. As it's developing, it's becoming much more syrupy. It's getting sticky, sort of a sticky tart maybe, sticky pie. Wow, wonderful. Let me try a second sip of this one. Love that job. What a job. On that second sip, it's just a little bit less intense. It's a little bit spicy, but it's still sticky. It's getting fruity. Beautiful vanilla note coming in there now. It's that sweet vanilla as well. Wow, so much flavour. This one's quite punchy. I think I've got my work cut out here, guys. These are both fantastic. This is becoming a little bit more jammy, a little bit more tarty, a little bit more juicy pie, juicy tart. Really rounded, really elegant, powerful. I think the rare breed is just a little bit hotter and a little bit more intense and a little bit more powerful. So if you like your really high proof bourbons and high proof whiskies, your cask strength whiskies, then I think you might edge for the rare breed. If you like them a little bit more elegant, a little bit more subtle, a little bit more fruity, then this is, so they're both very, very different, which I'm loving. How would I score them? It's a tough one, guys. This rare breed is action-packed, it's powerful, it's aggressive, it's sweet, it's balanced, it's everything you'd want in a glass. The 1920, I'm very thankful again to Jason for sending me it. It's more elegant, it's punchy, it's intense, maybe not as aggressive. It's a little bit more fruity, a little bit more kind of juicy pie. So much flavour, and to be fair, in both of them there's so much flavour in both. Balance wise, I think the rare breed's probably a little bit more balanced. I think this is all kind of much the pastry, the pie, and then you've got to try and put them together, the sweetness, the vanilla. Yeah, both super, super whiskies, guys. Score wise, I think I would score the Old Forester in 89 out of 100, which I think is a fantastic score. But I think I would just I think the rare breed just pips it. I think price wise, I think in the UK the rare breed's great value. I think value just nicks it there. I think if to get a hold of a bottle of Prohibition, I think it'll cost me a little bit more than that. I think in the States, I think they're in the same sort of price bracket, but I think the rare breed's probably at the lower end of that price bracket, and the Old Forester's at the top end of that price bracket. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I think, yeah, I think I just, on balance, I think I'm swaying just a little bit towards the rare breed. I think I've had more experience with Wild Turkey than I have with Old Forester. I've had a few samples of Old Forester. I've never actually went out and bought a bottle of it. I rushed out, as soon as I had a few samples of this, I rushed out and bought myself a bottle. So yeah, 90 out of 100, 89 out of 100. That's just about it, guys. I've really enjoyed doing both these whiskies. I'm going to have a bit of time finishing these off. Over to you guys. I'm going to throw the comments out to you. Which one would you prefer? Would you prefer the 1920? Do you prefer the rare breed? Let me know in the comments. I love interacting with you in the comments, folks. If you've not subscribed, you might want to think clicking that button down below, guys, and don't forget to click the bell to be kept up to date whenever I'm putting out a new video or a new live stream. Coins, I'll drop a link into the description if you want to get a hold of the new Whiskey Friend coins, man. I'm loving the new design. Spent a wee bit of time on these ones. Loving how they've turned out. But if you want to get a hold of them, guys, just check out the link in the bottom in the description. You can also catch us on Patreon. I've relaunched Patreon. I'd love you to go and have a look. If you fancy supporting the channel, you can do that for as little as $3 a month. And that's it. I'm Alan. Until the next one, guys, the last thing to say is always, the pleasure is in the sharing. See you all soon. Thank you. Bye bye.